Incredible stories from plane crash survivors. Many, when talking about air accidents, the first thing that comes to mind is that they are deadly and that the possibility of surviving is almost nil. But did you know that between 1983 and 2000 in the United States, 95.73% of the crew survived? Hello and welcome to this new video about impressive plane crash stories. In this video, I am going to tell you about some cases of people who have managed to survive these accidents. So get ready to find out some interesting facts about these stories and surprise your friends. Baya Bakery was the sole survivor of the accident. The 12-year-old teenager managed to be the sole survivor of an accident in which 152 people died. The commercial plane in which the mother and daughter were traveling was very old and ended up falling into the sea. The most incredible thing about this story is that the girl did not know how to swim, she was not wearing a life jacket, and she was alone in an area where there are sharks. To stay on the surface, Baya clings to a part of the plane's fuselage nearby. In the chaos of the accident, she broke her hip and clavicle and injured her eye. The young woman came to sleep clinging to the fuselage, and when she woke up, she realized that the coast was getting further and further away. And that is because the currents in this area move in the opposite direction of the coast, approximately 80 kilometers per day. 13 hours later, the young woman was rescued by a fisherman who threw her a life preserver. However, Baya was no longer responsive due to her injuries and her exhaustion level, so the fisherman swam and rescued her. Vesna Volek, flight attendant, was flying Czechoslovakia when her plane was hit in an attack in 1972. She survived a 10,000 kilometers fall inside the plane's fuselage. This feat allowed her to enter the Guinness as the highest fall without a parachute. Due to the fall, she broke both legs and also had memory loss. She currently said that her memory loss helped her not to develop trauma from the accident. She still loves to travel and that she is not afraid of flying by plane. Julianne Koep, at the age of 17, was the only survivor of the plane crash in which 92 people died. It exploded after being struck by lightning. Julianne fell 10,000 feet tied to her seat. Strong winds are thought to break the fall, preventing the seat from free falling. The teenager wandered through the jungle for 12 days with just a bag of candy looking for help. Luckily, her father Wilhelm Koep, who had a doctorate in biology, taught her to move through the woods. Julianne affirmed that during those days, although she had many injuries, she was not able to feel them. George Lamson, 17 years old, survived the crash that killed 70 people in January 1985. He was also strapped to his seat when the plane went down and exploded. 2 more passengers managed to survive the accident, but died in the following days. Martin Farkas was the sole survivor in a 2006 accident in Hungary. He was saved while in the bathroom. Shortly after the accident, he called his wife to call 911. One of the most impressive cases is that of Cecilia Sicken, who was only 4 years old at the time. The accident occurred west of Detroit in August 1987. Of the 155 passengers, only Cecilia managed to survive. She was found in her seat several meters from the wreckage. She believes that her mother, Paula Sicken, protected her during the accident. After analyzing various cases of accidents with survivors, the experts began to analyze patterns to verify what would be the best practices that could increase the chances of survival of a crew member. Many of these cases are adolescents, and it is thought that the height may have helped them. An adult who is taller and therefore more likely to be hit by debris and break something. It is recommended to hug your legs or lean on the seat in front of you. This emergency position decreases the chances of being hit by debris and also prevents impacts from throwing your body from side to side. After an analysis of air accidents in the period from 1983 to 2000, they observed that there were a total of 568 aircraft accidents, and of the 53,487 crew members, 51,207 survived. In a chaotic scenario, such as a plane crash at an altitude of more than 10,000 kilometers, staying calm, paying attention to security measures, knowing the emergency exits, and luck are the factors that weigh the most when it comes to surviving a plane crash. Thanks for watching this video. If you have reached this point in the video, it is because you liked it, so do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel to receive more content of this type. And tell me in the comments, did you already know any of these cases?